Hey sports fans, Coach Nick here, and welcome to BBallBreakdown. I'm a bit bleary-eyed having gone through that Warriors versus Pelicans insanity, and stay tuned, we'll definitely get a breakdown of that coming up as soon as possible. But I wanted to go through Derrick Rose's great night tonight because there is a lot of cause for hope in Bulls fans in the Bulls camp, particularly because he's looking like the old Rose, going to the basket, finishing those crazy runners, and he's also hitting threes. The one thing I'll say about that, it doesn't seem that sustainable to me that he'll continue to shoot as high as he has from behind the arc, because there definitely seems to be a bit of a lack of consistency with his release, primarily with his legs that I'll show you. But other than that, he's moving well and he's hitting those shots, and the Bulls are going to benefit at least into the second round with this kind of effort. Derrick Rose racked up 8 assists, and all of them relied on his teammates to make jump shots. He has perfected the art of jumping in the air on virtually every pass he makes, and it was necessary to get a clean lane to make this nice 20-foot diagonal pass for the Gasol jumper. A simple pick and roll on the left side gets Giannis foolishly helping one pass away. Again, jumping helps him get the space for a clear pass, and Dunleavy knocks down the 3 at the break. Another left side pick and roll sucks in both defenders, and he leaves his feet to zip the pass by his defender's head and benefits from this 18-footer by Powell. The Bulls' offense has been reduced to very basic actions: ball reversal on the perimeter, then a big running to screen the ball. Rose rejects the ball screen, and this was his only assist he got from penetrating the lane, then kicking out when the Bucks overhelped. Now let's get to the fun stuff, his field goals. In transition, Butler was in position to set a quick screen. The Bucks switch everything. I don't blame Giannis for giving Rose an extra step of room, and I'm always looking at what Rose's legs do on his release. When he doesn't let his feet sway forward, he almost always misses. However, on this 3, he's straight up and down with a little drift to the left. It surprised me that he knocked it down. In semi-transition, Rose gets the ball on the right wing, and again, Giannis gives him even more room to operate. A nice crossover into a hop 3 catches him off guard, and here's a nice sway, good arc, but of course he banks it in. Here are the shots that get the Bulls faithful excited. Most guards would dance around until the clock wound down and barf up a long 2. But watch the crossovers as Rose gets closer and closer, then hits the 2-footed runner over Jared Dudley. Again, not much offense happening here, just spread the floor and let Powell set a drag screen for him. Again, he rejects the screen to drive to his left, and these are the kind of shots you simply can't teach. Another transition score, watch how he catches, takes a step, then hops into the shot. Even though he 1-2s this, I consider it a hop when he gets up in the air before exploding up to his shot. There's a little bit of sway on this one, not a lot of arc, but it's perfect. In the second half, he gets bailed out from a bad pass by a nice save from Dunleavy. Totally stagnant offense, which relies on the individual brilliance of Rose, who uses the behind the back to get into the lane. And I could barely figure out what he did to release this with his left hand off the glass with English. Another stagnant pick and roll out top, and this is a terrible hedge by Henson. Too high, too wide, and Rose takes complete advantage and hits a crazy tough 1-footed runner from about 15 feet. More benefits from pushing the ball up the court fast. It gets Powell good post position and then invites Bayless to foolishly double the post 1 pass away. They rotate all the way from the weak side, but a nice rhythm 3 with a nice sway of his feet forward, and he knocks it in. Stagnant isn't a strong enough word for the Bulls' offense here, which explains how the Bucks were able to get back in this game. However, he hits the tough 3 off the hop in Michael Carter-Williams' face. When Rose is in the game, the whole offense seems to be waiting around for him to do something spectacular with the ball. This isn't the best use of his energy, and if the Bulls have to rely on step-back contested 20-footers, they'll have a hard time advancing past the second round. You'd like to see some sort of weak side action on this pick and roll. Noah is trying to screen, but Snell won't use it. Rose is able to turn the corner, go off 1 foot, and fling this improbable shot in when Henson doesn't even get a hand up. And the icing on the cake in double overtime was this completely ill-advised 1-footed runner floating 6 feet across the floor towards the baseline that he saves by getting right back into the play for the rebound and putback. Game over.